name the truth. You know what it is. Honesty to policy.
How long you been spitting?
Honestly, I picked up rap in about, I think, my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
So I've been actually rapping for quite some time, really just freestyle, writing a lot. Actually, I only been recording for about a year though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who are some of your like main influences or rappers that you look up to that helped kind of mold your style? Because I know your style is like your own, but I mean everyone's got some people that they like. Oh man, I like the way they spit. Like who was that for you?
First, I want to give a shout out to the two dudes that were in my English class that kind of introduced me to rapping itself. Because without them, I might not even be doing this. But other than that, you know, Eminem was an influence at one point. Jay-Z was and still is big influence. Of course, legends like Pac, storytelling. Joe Buttons, I just try to keep it, whoever's making good music or great music to my ears, of course there'll always be an influence, but at the same time, I just try to keep it really about my emotions, my feelings, and what I'm doing or, in life in itself at that moment.
What story are you trying to tell in your music?
Uh, First, of course, I want to tell my story, how I feel and what I'm going through. And I feel like even though we're all different individuals, there's a lot of people who can always relate to your story. Maybe not the whole story, but bits and pieces. Um, Also, I haven't really put out a lot of this style of music yet, but I'm working on it. We're trying to get it little by little. But, just storytelling all together, things I've seen, things that I feel like need to be addressed. You know, the world's a big place. There's a lot of things to be said. I'm just trying to say what I can say how I see it.
How to like what helps you coming up with your rhymes? Like what's your writing method?
Um, Really, there's no real big method. I'm in the digital era. I've been writing in my phone for a long time. A lot of the stuff that I come up with, they're just my everyday thoughts. I'm a big thinker, so you know, most of the stuff that I'm saying is just how I feel at the moment. You know, 2 or 3 days later, a week later, a year later, of course, everything changes. So I might feel even different than that, but it's just how I feel about that subject at that moment. You'll hear a lot of contradictions in my music purposely because I like to show that, people feel different based upon the subject or based upon the situation they're in at that time.
How you feel hip hop as a general is changing nowadays?
I feel like, of course, the internet is taking over, and there's a lot of these videos and everything that's really taking over. Some of the actual talent is being suppressed by the
Where do you
hype.
see hip hop going?
I see it going full circle, kind of how it used to be when you had guys like, Pac, Biggie, just really putting out music based upon emotion. You got guys like Wale and J. Cole kind of the forefront of bringing that music back around, and that's kind of, I want to be part of that.
So where do you see yourself in like 10 years from now?
10 years from now, bigger and better things. That's all. That's what the movement is pretty much about. Honesty to policy, $1 million music. Not really representing the money, but representing success in itself. Bigger and better things, whether it be from you know a Chevy to a Benz to a Bentley. Just progression in itself. That's really all I'm about as a person, just trying to progress every day.
Word. So you got any final words or shout outs you want?
I want to give a shout out, of course, just did the photo shoot, also the interview, Soul Concepts. Just tell everybody, look out, mixtape coming soon, reality check, and, hard work, dedication. We already working on another project after that. Um, just more music, more interviews, more of everything. Like I said, progression, honesty to policy.
Word. And there you
ain't shit changed, nah I'm lying. Put a vertical line through my minus sign, that mean we plus signing. Nobody co-signing, still grinding. Turn off the switch, I'm still shining. So vibrant, so blinding, it's mesmerizing. Money over everything is what I'm realizing. Once my cash talks, I can stay silent. I'm on my Van Gogh 16 chopper flow. Now that I'm up, let's see how high I go. My ride chords on a high note. Thinking you Titanic, this cold combos more than enough to sink your tugboat. I'm on a hell of a run, don't count the miles. Just accept the chills I get once I count the meals. Not in it for cheap thrills, this is high class. Could you afford what's in my